just in general, how's it going for you so far, first 3 days of camp?
It's been fun. Go out there and just practice. Football is back, so it's a fun time.
What do you want to show during training camp?
I mean, just my competitive nature, going out there, having fun, and just learning the ins and outs of football. Obviously, it's training camp. Things are ramping up more, and show the grasp of the playbook and, all the work that not just myself but the whole team put in over the summer.
Has your process stayed the same from minicamp in terms of getting here early and the things that you do?
Oh, yeah, for sure. That don't change. That's something that worked for me. Everybody has a different routine. Different things work for different people. Me getting here early works for me.
And your teammates have talked about you not coming in and being like a star quarterback, things like that. What's your mindset or process to be a part of the team in the early going?
I'll just say just going out there and just, it's not just about me or about Terry or about anybody. If we want to be successful as a team, everybody has to be as one. And just showcasing that, you got guys that have been proven in this league that could come out there and essentially say, you know what, I'm better than team, but they're not. So if the veteran leadership that we have isn't doing that, so why do I have the right? Why do I feel like I have the right to do it? So I mean, but that's just me. I'm never gonna put myself out there in the spotlight to think I'm bigger than anybody, better than anybody. Everybody's equal on the field, and you got to go out there and compete and show each and every day, and that's what DQ preaches.
To that point, when you're out there working, it seems like there's a lot of coaches kind of there with you between, Tavita and Blau and Cliff, and everybody's right there. How is the coaching coming from a number of different voices, all with experience at the position?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of for the whole room. Everybody's very active, not with just me, but with Marcus and with Jeff and with Sam. So I just how they coach, but it's to the point it's a lot of different voices, but they're all preaching the same thing. So it's not like, oh, you go to Cliff and he's saying one thing, or you go to Vita or Blau, they're saying two opposite things. Like, no, it's all one thing. They're all preaching the same message.
And then we heard a lot about the virtual reality stuff at LSU. Have you been able to continue that? Is that something you're hoping to keep going?
No, it's here. So I've been doing that still. It's been a great tool, not just for me, but, the other quarterbacks, the guys that want to use it to get an edge and get the reps without having to go out there and physically do stuff.
When do you do that, in the mornings? Or?
Whenever I find some time. That's kind of where it is now. Just still trying to figure out. It's only day 3 to figure out my routine at camp and stuff like that.
Jayden, where do you feel you've made some good strides even from the spring?
Yeah, I'll just say just getting more comfortable with the system. Still have to learn, but the work that I put in over the summer, just trying to go out there and really not think too much, know what the read is, know what the plays are, so I could go out there and play faster and not really have to think a lot. That something that I focused on this past summer.
Are there some things that, even in getting here where, it's jumped out to you that, like, I better get better here before I'm ready to do this?
Yeah, I mean, it's still a learning curve. Obviously, we're reinstalling the base offense, but I know come down the road, we're going to be asked to make a lot more checks. Obviously, Cliff and what he does as an offensive coordinator and how active he is trying to showcase our best talents. Get the guys the ball in space, but that still comes with playing the game of football, man. If we don't like this look against this run, we got to be able to check out of that. So there's different things, and just learning from Marcus, and his experience has been a good thing.
Hey, Jayden, odd question for you. When's the last time you were not the official starter at this point in whatever camp you've been in?
2 years ago at LSU.
What was? What do you like about? Do you like having to compete for that role as opposed to saying you're going into the year as a starter? Or do you prefer the comfort of like, okay, I kind of know that and I'll work on different things?
Nah, I mean, I like competing. I'm a competitor, so regardless if I was announced a starter or not, you still got to compete. You still can't be content of your job, comfortable. I think it's just your job and still the deal. You got to go out there and compete. So for me, it's not a problem at all. You know, I like competing. That's up to DQ and AP for the decisions and stuff like that. But for me, I can control how hard I go out there and practice and how I compete.
You've had some time, Jayden. We had Heisman Trophy, draft, then you're here. Was there any moment, you know, as a kid who dreamed of being in this league and in this position, was there a moment that hit you and you went, this is it, we've done it?
I'll probably say probably when I signed my contract, just like officially being a part of the NFL. You know, that's something that I dreamt about. Signing my name on that line, you know, it meant a lot. You know, it's something that I just realized, you know, I achieved a childhood dream.
And with all the history in this franchise, do you embrace the role? Because you're going to be the face of this franchise. Whether you want to be or not, you're going to be that. Are you ready to embrace that? Do you like that?
Yeah, I'll just say for me, it's just I'm ready to embrace, you know, the teammates, the fan base, you know, everything that just comes with, you know, playing quarterback, not even here, but anywhere, you know, for any quarterback, rookie, vet, anybody, you know, got to be able to embrace everything that comes with it, the good and the bad. So for me, it's how can I prepare myself mentally, physically, emotionally to go out there and compete every day on the practice field and then help out, you know, when it comes to game times if my name is called.
Starting off in the NFL can be overwhelming for any rookie, especially at the quarterback position where you just have a ton of information coming your way. Are you feeling comfortable as you're kind of working through this early process of training camp with the amount that you're being asked to learn and know and obviously then put out on the field?
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about it is we all came in when the rookie class came in, everybody's learning a new system, knew everything. So it wasn't just me that had a learning curve or any other rookie class. It was the vets that still had to learn stuff too. We're all learning, so it's just going there and helping each other out daily. Bro, leave me alone.
Hey, Jayden, can you give me a guess of if you guys would have played Michigan last year, how that game would have turned out?
We are. Oh my gosh, leave me alone. Anyways, to answer your question, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, no. Put the camera on it, please. Anyways, I think it would have been a great matchup. If you look at facts, were y'all like 1 or 2 in the country on defense? I think 2. Anyways, LSU was number 1 offense, so I like my chances against y'all. Appreciate you, Mike.
Hey, that's my brother right there.
Jayden, in between series, I saw you were talking with Bobby Wagner. What were you guys talking about, and how valuable is it to have that veteran presence giving you the defense's perspective?
It's very valuable. Me and Bobby, we're from the same area, so we have that connection. The Inland Empire in Southern California, we're from there, so be able just to talk to him and get his perspective, and we're kind of talking about a check that I made and how he knew when I made the check, he already knew it was going to happen, just based off the defense they were in. So seeing what he's talking about, hearing his side of the story of like, man, I could tell by this alignment this is what's happening and stuff like that. So it's awesome just to be able to and have that veteran presence in Bobby.
And then on the opposite side, David Blau is a guy who's been in the system. He's 28. He's still that age, like very close to, right in that playing range. What has his perspective provided you with?
Yeah, I mean, he's been around. I think he told me he's been around 3 number 1 overall picks: Stafford, Baker, and Goff. Everybody's different, but just the experience, obviously, with Stafford done, and you got Goff and Baker. People have been playing this game for a minute now. Just the experience of, man, this is what defense they run. Like, look for stuff like this. Blau is very smart, so be able to pick his brain just on different stuff like, this DC might have a tendency to do this on 1st and 10 once you cross the 50 and stuff like that.
Hey, Jayden, this is new not only to you but a lot of guys here, new offense coordinator, head coach. When you guys came back from that break, did you feel like you guys picked up right where you left off in the spring?
100%. And that's a good thing. Guys were in their book. going over the playbook again, learning the different signals on, learning the different calls, or for a receiver, learning to split on a certain play. So it's been great. And then, what Cliff and them do is a great job of we have our walkthroughs, everybody's paying attention to detail, and, they make it to a space where it's okay to fail. That's what we're walking through for. So when we get on the field, everybody can play fast.
Jayden, you're clearly physically gifted, but there's also the mental aspect of the game. So what do you do to make sure your mental aspect is in line with your physical talent?
Are you talking about on or off the field?
Off the field, just making sure everything's kind of aligned.
Just my preparation on the field as far as, getting here early, making sure I'm doing the right stuff, studying the right stuff. Setting time away, because this is a job now, and you got to be prepared, and they expect everybody to come to practice prepared and knowing their stuff. But I say off the field when I'm just kicking it, at home, or with guys like Mikey and stuff like that, man, playing the game, figure out ways to kind of recharge and for the next day and get back, because it's a long taxing season, and if you don't take care of your mental, it could be a rough season for you. So. That's little ways to take care of yourself personally.
And obviously, this is going to progress each and every week through training camp. So basically, you're in shells right now: helmet, T-shirt, shoulder pads, shorts. But now you're going to progress into live 11-on-11. Pads come out, joint practices, preseason games. How will those moments and those situations kind of help grow and develop you, especially as a rookie quarterback?
Yeah, it's day by day. Taking it day by day. When the pads come on, that doesn't affect me too much as far as the pads going on, because they're not finna hit me, hopefully. But, just going out there and just playing football, knowing where I'm going with the football, being decisive. When joint practice comes, learning the different coverages that teams are going to throw, because obviously joint practice is a time where you could go out there and see a lot of different coverages, see a lot of different type of players instead of going against your teammates each and every day. You get to go against other people and see where you kind of stand, as far as maybe I can make this throw, I can hold on this a little bit longer, or this window might be a little bit tighter than, other ones I've seen before and stuff like that. So it's a learning curve, and I'm excited to go out there and learn. And, if I fail a little bit, learn from it.
Jayden, you had the long draft process. You had the long off season. Now you're here in training camp. How happy are you to specifically be here with the Washington Commanders? You seem like you're really enjoying yourself, but what's it like, to be here every day, be with the players on this team, play for Coach Quinn? Well, what's it been like now getting in here and being in this building?
Man, it's been great. Ever since I got drafted and came out here for rookie minicamp, it's been happy because you finally done with the draft process. You got a home. And it's time for football. So I'm very passionate in the game of football. I love it. So anytime I could be on the field, I'm always happy.
Last one. Jayden, sort of a schematics question here. I'd imagine all your coaches tell all the quarterbacks don't take unnecessary hits. How do you marry that concept with Cliff? Are there things he can do, things he can call protections? How do you go about expressing those sort of schematics to him to help you on the field? Or do you, I should say?
They do it with me. Just being smart. When to take a shot, when to not, when to, something's not there, if it's 1st and 10, throw the ball away. Don't take a hit, don't have a negative play. Try to eliminate 1st and 2nd down sacks. And for us in the quarterback room, our thing is always know where you're hot from and know where your hot answers are. And that's something I'm still learning. Obviously, it's a process to learn that. But, if we go 5 wide, we're going to empty, man. Know who can make you hot and know where your hot answer is, because obviously you don't want to look one way and get ear hold and blindside another, from a free runner. That's no fun. So they do a great job of putting us in position to go out there and succeed, giving the answers to the test. And, we just got to go out and do it.
Thanks, Jayden.
Appreciate y'all.